Global warming is definitely the single greatest environmental challenge that the planet Earth is facing at present. It is essential to understand the gravity of the situation. The fuel which you use in order to power your homes, cars, businesses, and more is heating up the planet faster than expected. We are recording the hottest days and decades ever. What's alarming is that the temperature of the Earth has climbed to the highest point it has ever been in the past 12,000 years. It only gets worse from here if we don't stop it now. As the planet is getting hotter, we need to collectively act right now instead of waiting for more. The primary cause of global warming is fossil fuels. Human beings are addicted to burning them, which produces coal, oil, greenhouse gases, and more. The power plants, cars, and industries produce carbon dioxide, which stays in the atmosphere for 5 decades or more. This is the reason why the temperature of the Earth rises. Due to this rise in temperature, the oceans are rising and the coral reefs are dying. Many aquatic species are going extinct while the glaciers are melting. You will be surprised to know that the Greenland is losing 20% more mass than it receives from the new snowfall. Thus, it will keep shrinking as the Earth warms. Moreover, extreme weather patterns are for everyone to see. The heat waves, droughts, floods are now taking place with a greater intensity and frequency. The thunderstorms are doubling up in the nature in terms of occurrence, and the hurricanes is enough to prove this point. Further, the Greenland and the Western Antarctic ice sheets are great risk of melting completely. Please note that these two ice sheets presently hold around 20% of the Earth's fresh water. The rise in sea levels will damage the coastal areas globally. Moreover, the regularity of hurricanes, tornadoes, and other may become more volatile, spreading malaria and other deadly diseases. The time is now to do something to prevent global warming, otherwise it will be irreversible. Electricity and transportation contribute largely to global warming, so we must begin there. It is important to note that there is no silver bullet and we must all come together to tackle global warming as a whole. Every home, business, industry, individual effort is required to tackle this crisis. As coal produces tons of carbon dioxide annually, we need to find ways to clean up coal. We can also tackle global warming by beginning with putting agriculture in the system. We must encourage farmers to adapt to greener farming practices. For instance, they must till land less often and plant trees on vacant land. Moreover, the same regime needs to be applied to other industrial producers of carbon dioxide. For instance, the transportation industry of cars, trucks, planes, and more produce 20% of the carbon dioxide emissions. Thus, we must reduce these emissions by enhancing the fuel efficiency of the vehicles. Also, it is high time we got rid of oil and gasoline-based fuels and operational for greener alternatives. On an individual level also, we must work to adopt a greener and healthier lifestyle. Try to drive less and walk more or take public transport. Get into the habit of recycling and avoid unnecessary wastage of goods. Save electricity by switching off appliances when not in use. Most importantly, plant a tree, as a single tree can absorb 1 ton of carbon dioxide in its lifetime. Thus, remember the change begins with you.